Yeah. Oh, I was going to hop on at 8, but I slept right through that. That'd be right. And we had to do a couple of household things, so I thought, oh well, I'll schedule it for 9:30. How are you? Hi to those who aren't in the chat and watching. Hello, thank you for joining. Yeah, so interesting. Now, I saw something about the Supreme Court. The Pandora Papers. I'm going to have a look at the Pandora Papers, at what sort of impact is that going to have. In the UK, pollsters are saying that Conservatives, the ruling Conservative Party, could lose up to 32 seats. Hi, Kathy W. Any other questions? I saw a headline the other day about the Supreme Court and something to do with it's Sotomayor or something. Justice Sotomayor rejecting something. Dissenting opinion. Hi, Judith Gash. We're doing fine. Thank you. Thank you. Blistering dissent to Supreme Court. Caught out her Conservatives colleagues for their breathtaking defiance. Hi, Donnell Hagan. Hi, Rhonda Rue. Hello. Good vibes back to you. Active disregard of precedent and the Constitution. To allow Texas laws banning. Good on her. She ripped him a new one, basically. Hi, Cartomancy. Hi, Jalicia. Yeah, the ICC probe. I thought about Jude Turkey and his daughter. Remember that somebody said that, you know, he put his daughter up. She'd be just as bad. Anyone got questions? Hi, Team R5. So any questions? Hi, Danelle Hagan. Hi, Judith Gash. We're doing fine, thank you. Again, I've got the Panama Papers written down to have a look at. What's going to be the impact of them? Also, looking at, is it possible that a UK pollster has said that the Conservatives could lose 32 seats to Labor? Is that possible? Hi, Apple. I'm fine, thank you. Instagram and Facebook appear to be working again several hours after outage. Yes, apparently there was a big outage with those things. It was Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I think, was affected as well. Oh, whatever, yeah. Ooh, Canada invokes treaty with US in dispute over Line 5 pipeline. Hi, Jersey Mouse. Adam Schiff. Yes, of course I get Jersey Mouse. Adam Schiff. Yes, I can have a look at him. Future career. Weisselberg, still doing 45 books. No. But we'll have a look at him too, Weisselberg. Canada has formally invoked an international treaty with the United States over the Enbridge Inc.'s Line 5 pipeline, escalating the dispute over the contentious. So what is the treaty? State of Michigan ordered it to be shut down due to worries a leak could develop in a section running between the Straits of Mackinac in the Great Lakes. Ignored Michigan's order and sides were embroiled in a legal battle with Ottawa. In a statement Monday, Canadian Foreign Affairs Minister Mark has invoked the dispute settlement provisions, guarantees the uninterrupted transit of light crude oil and liquid gas between the two countries. First time it's been invoked. So there's some safety concerns. Oh, yeah. The Trump kids, anything coming? The trumpets, eh? Strumpets. Okay. Will Merrick Garland make any move this month? Apple. Merrick Garland. The DOJ. Okay, October. Oh, she can't produce urine even with subcutaneous. Oh, sweetie. Honey Russell. Oh, and it's sending really, really, really healing energy to Brighter. Oh, I think she might have a bladder infection. Hopefully she'll be okay. Hi, Harley girl. Yeah, I was just reading about the pipeline. Michigan wanted to shut down, ordered it shut down because of safety concerns about leakages and all that. Now, Facebook and Instagram, they're both Mark Zuckerberg. Instagram. Well, we have a look at that. What was behind that? Was anything behind it, or was it just flawed mechanics? You know, flawed coding and all that. Okay. Behind it. Oh. Is Ivanka wanting to divorce Jared? I'll have a little look at that, but I'm not going to go too deep, okay? Hi, Angie's dad. Will she be flushed? Cinema. Her future. I'll have a look at that. Bribery. Ethics. And WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp, yeah. I like WhatsApp. Hi, Michelle Mabel. Well, that is enough to be getting on with. So I'll have a look first at the Pandora Papers. What impact are they going to have? To put this deck aside for the moment. So we'll start with the, hi Kate Sweet Blue, hi Deborah Costro. I've put down Kirsten Cinema, I've written that question down, Angie's dad, so got that written down. Bonnie Russell, yeah, all prayer to your little girl. Hi Catherine Stubbs. The Pandora Papers. Hi Sherry French. The Pandora Papers. Money, of course, it's all messages about money, leaks about money, in this case, whistleblowers, leaks, all about money. Different accounts, things like that. Well, of course, it's all news about money. So it's not surprising that that has come up. Yes, would people have preferred the lid to remain on? Absolutely. They look at these banks and these places as safe havens that protect their money. Hi, Viviane. So they're not very happy. There's a lot of not very happy people. Yeah. Okay, Jaleisha, yep. Ooh. Okay, momentum. This is a challenge with these people because this stuff is... I did read very quickly that there's a lot of the stuff released is about donors to the to Boris Johnson and the Conservative Party. So their financial interest, and therefore bringing into victory parties in the past. So past victories. Hi, Tara S. Haven't seen you for a while. Welcome back, my darling. Was Mueller responsible for any of their Panama Papers? That's interesting. Is there a link? Papers and Mueller. I'll have a look at that too. Okay, interesting question. Hi, Human Generic Apple. So I'll look at that next. Was there a link? So victories, past victories. Not just, you know, in probably several countries, very conservative people. And that's in the what's going to come out in the future. So what has come out about the past is momentum, getting people into victories, of driving force with their money. What else is going to come out in the future? Some of the deals that are going to come out in the future about the, you know, that will be coming out. Oh, it's going to be a bit of a wake up to a few people. And of course, there's a lot of judgment happening around these papers. And a lot of people are going, wow, this is, it's definitely, and this is a high impact card as well. People are going, oh my God, you know, just, you know, it might take some of the scales off some people's eyes, but it's gonna, yeah, real judgment is going to be. Hi, Ron, at the base of this. Hi, Mimi Rose. More's going to come out very quickly with these, with the 8 of Wands. Some people are going to be standing and defending themselves, because, you know, there's an element of confidentiality. These things shouldn't leak. So there's definitely going to be an investigation into the boundaries. But, oh, my goodness, there's definitely going to be some stuff coming out where people are going to feel definitely betrayed. Definitely betrayed. Could even lead to some campaign finance fraud issues. Like, it could reveal that some of the people here were straw donors or employed straw donors. Oh, it's not a good outlook for some of the people here. It's not a good look for anyone. Some people might face financial losses and all that. I mean, not everyone who's in that is done things wrong, but there's a good lot that, you know, it's going to reveal a stuff that most of them put their money there because of tax benefits and all that. So there's probably some who morally, yeah, well, they should try and avoid taxes, but otherwise they haven't done much wrong. You know, they take advantage of things to keep their money safe, but there's others, there's going to be losses faced by others. And it's definitely going to lead to further investigations and questions, more questions. Could this bring down some heads of state? Oh, some head of states are going to find themselves out in the cold a bit. There's going to, yeah, as the truth comes out. So we've got the 5 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. As the truth comes out, some heads of states are going to find themselves feeling a little bit chilly. Hi, Marsha Miller. Lies and deceptions and gaslighting about where money came from. I think there's going to be campaign finance, campaigns, a lot of campaigns. It's going to cause people to have a second look at a lot of campaigns. And there's going to be quite a few people who are feeling very insecure here. Hi, Marsha Miller. Now, somebody asked, could Muller have set this in motion? I've always said there was something that Muller was, somebody had brought something to him and he was just about to say to the people, this little anomaly, follow your nose on it, see where it leads, and bang, he was shut down due to a leak within. Was that anything to do, that sudden shutdown, was it because of would have led to the Pandora Papers? So would it have led to this information? So I'm going to ask that question. Because I've always said it, the reason it happened out of the blue so quickly was because somebody had said, hey, look at this, this is a bit odd. And he was about to say, follow your nose on it. And bang, shut down. And I think, was it the Pandora banks, this banking thing? Was this information why he was shut down? Oh, you've been very busy, Ron. Oh. Okay, so was this this leaking of the Pandora Papers was this information why the Mueller probe was shut down so quickly? I've got the Two of Swords. It was a tipping point. The Hangman, it would have turned everything upside down. And the King of Coins, corruption with money. I think so. I think he was onto this Hi Teresa Bolstar, hi Linda B. Is there information about Trump in there? Yeah, I do feel that there might be information in those papers about Trump as well. Look, and resources, all about resources. Yeah, I think this may have been because there's stuff in Trump about Trump's campaign finances and stuff could have been led to. So I do feel it just came to me when I was looking at it, when someone mentioned Mueller, that is this why he was shut down so quickly? Because that little anomaly would have led to this banking information. Very interesting. Andrew Yang is changing to independent. Is he in office at the moment? And will Cinema change her? I hope she doesn't, because that would be absolutely bad. Will Cinema change her to Republican? What's going on with Cinema? I'll have a look at her. Andrew Yang changing. Will that have? I don't think he's. Is he a senator? I know who Andrew Yang is, but I can't remember if is he still in office? Hi everyone who's not in the chat and watching. Hello, and hello to everyone who watches my videos later. I really appreciate it. No, he's not in office. So no, it's not really going to affect the Democrats. If he's not in office, if he's not in the House of Reps or the Senate, no, it won't really affect it. He's starting to try a third party. Yeah, trying to start a third party, which is yeah, I don't think he'll have much success. Got nothing against him or anything, but I don't see that heading anywhere. Not anywhere impactful. Yeah, but unfortunately that's not how it works. I don't think. Let's see. Will Kirsten Sinema I don't think she will. What I get here, she's feeling a lot of pressure from both sides. Her challenge is that everyone's watching her. She's got to the world. She's not comfortable. She's uncertain and she's going to start feeling some consequences soon. She's got some in her near future. There's some consequences of her actions, good or bad. She's going to start feeling them. So it's at the base of this is her just blindly doing what she's told to do. Oh, anxiety in her future. Kirsten Sinema. Well, the outcome is some anxiety for her. Resources. I think she's worried about campaign finances. Oh, so she's got the Queen of Pentacles, campaign finances, and then she's got the Queen of Swords, being called forth to answer for her actions. That could be in court with the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Swords, implying legal. Hope, balance. She's wanting to be a bit of a power player as well. It's not just that. She knows that her vote's crucial, and that's her efforts to be a bit of a power player have, she's sort of upsetting the balance. She's definitely got a tower moment coming for her. Doctrine. The Hierophant processes. And why has she got this is she's under the influence of others, where she shouldn't be. She should always be independent in her thinking about, above and independent of other of concerns of private, corporate and high money. Definitely people are going to come out and talking about she's got some high impact cards here. She's in for a big shake up. The Empress, abundance. She really saw herself as being a leader. She sees herself as being in a position of power, and she wants to use that to her best good. But yeah, she's really got a shake up coming to her. Yeah, what's on the bottom of the deck for her? She's going to be embattled. There's stuff going to be coming out about her, because people are digging. People are really unhappy with her, and they're digging. They're digging. They can work with Mansion, but they can't work with her. And people are digging. When's she up for re-election again? I don't think it's till 24. Anyway, so that's cinema. Is she going to change? No. I think I don't think she'll switch to Republican. She could switch to Independent, but we'll cinema go to Independent. I'm getting No, not really. Possibly, but I'm getting the four of swords, rest and retirement, 6 deals, 6 of pentacles deals, and then 7 cloudiness. I don't think she's going to have a choice. Hi, Anne Rudd. Thank you for popping in. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. Hi, J Cat Lady. Hi, Renee Rogers. I'm looking at Kirsten Cinema at the moment. Kristen Cinema. Problem is, if she resigns now or leaves now, you've got a Republican governor. But if she leaves, would there be a special election? Can Arizona boot her out? They can do a vote of no confidence, can't they? Will there be a vote of no confidence against her? I've got the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, and the corruption of the King of Swords. Yes. Hi, Bonnie Russell. Yep. Night, Ron. Hi, Teresa Balthasar. I'm not sure. They already did a vote of no confidence. Okay. Where that's going. Yeah. I don't know what happens if that's successful. I don't know what goes on there, if there'd be a new election or... Hi, Estelle Harrington. Will there be a by-election? I'm not sure how that works. So we'll keep an eye on what's happening with cinema, okay? Okay, UK pollster, is he correct that the Conservatives could lose 32, he called them red wall seats, which I presume are really safe seats, to Labor. Is that true? From Democratic Party, okay, yep. Okay. Thanks, Mimi Rose. It's a danger. That's backing her into a corner. Okay, so anyway, we're talking about the UK. It's a bit of heartbreak happening for them, the Conservatives. So I'm looking at whether this could happen, whether they could lose 32 seats to Labor. Yes, with the King of Cups standing firm, defending themselves with the 7 of Wands. Pollsters are good at showing things in certain ways. I don't think it'd be that many, but they'll certainly lose some what's been previously considered being safe seats. But again, you have to be wary with polls and pollsters because they don't tell the whole story. bit of chaos. Dominion. Look, I do, and the two of wands, Dominion, looking out over Dominion. On top of the King of Cups, I've got the Ace of Swords, which is a bit of chaos, possibly within the party. And then on top of the Seven of Wands, I've got the Two of Wands. They're trying to defend their current seats, but Labor are looking to expand their dominion. Hi, Clarence. And then on top of the Knight of Cups, which is not everything is as it seems with polls, and always, it's not always what it seems. The romantic knight is more, there's the Hangman, which is change of perspective and also things being turned upside down. Yeah, Tower, a change. So I do feel that the Conservatives are going to lose some of these safe seats. As for 32, not sure. So the Tower is on top of the Cups and the King of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So that's definitely a change, and it's going to be very chaotic and be very disruptive in the Conservative Party. We've got the Queen of Wands, so we've got 3 wands here on top of the 7 and the 2. So intuition, holding the flower, positive. It's not going to be as bad as this pollster predicts, but they are going to lose some seats, yeah, and several. So there is going to be some, breaking away of seats. How many? Got 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Enough that it's going to be a big crossroads change. The Queen of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, there's going to be enough people changing their vote or walking away. They might change their vote, not necessarily to Labor, but they could go for an independent or something, so that Labor gets the bulk of the votes in that seat. Yeah, it's going to be enough to be significant for the party, and it could be enough to cost them the government. So there's definitely something in what he says, but again, you've always got to be careful with polls. Yeah, I had a look at the papers. Hi, Greta TK. Teresa, how are you? Adam Schiff. Next up on the block, Adam Schiff. Let's have a look. What is his future going to be like? Hey. Adam Schiff. Let's have a look at Adam Schiff. What's going on with him and his future? Will a Democrat win governor in Texas in 2022? Yeah, I think they will. I do think they will, Michelle. Okay, guides of the highest truth and compassion, just very quickly. Give us some insight into the question of will a Democrat win the governor's seat in 2022? Yeah, basically, I've got the Eight of Wands, lots of communications, and you've got that guy who was a Republican and he switched to Democrat, who's running for lieutenant governor as well. And I think he might win. And the Wheel of Fortune, change, inevitable change. There's nothing that can be done to stop that. And the Two of Wands, an expansion of dominion for a party. So, yes, I do think so. Will Phil Murphy in New Jersey win a re-election? Very quickly. Hi, Kat. K-A-T, how are you? Hi, Human Generic. New Jersey, will he win? Five of Cups, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, overflowing emotion. Yeah, I think he will, but I think there might be a bit of a loss of his lead. So I don't know what party he is or anything, but I think he will, but his lead might be shrunk or something. Anyway, Adam's shift, let's have a look. Majority might be shrunk, yeah. Hi, David Bent. Yes, we will. Yep. But I'll have a look at that with the cards, because me saying yes, we will, that could just be wishful thinking. Australian government change in 2022. There's a lot of upheaval, and I think I'll do what the New South Wales stuff. Is that going to affect the federal as well? I'll have a look at that too, David. Thank you. Yeah, I think his majority might shrink. There's going to be some loss for him there, but I think he might win, yeah. Not every Republican's a bad Republican. Some of them are, yeah. But, yeah, there's... Okay, let's see. Adam Schiff, guides of the highest truth and compassion. Can you please give me some clarity and insight into the political future of Adam Schiff? Word president just flashed through my mind there, but I think that would be a long way down the road. He is a very creative, high energy person. He is Ace of Cups. His relationship with his constituents, very important to him. Could be the speaker at some stage. Bird. Definitely in the past there's been a change with him. He's gone from, in the past there's been a change. It's the death card, but it means a change. And this person, their wings are open up and it's like they're ready to fly. It's like at some point in the last few years, he realized that he had to change the direction in which he was going. Step up, I think, and put some things behind him and step forward. It was a good change for him. And that past action, it's the change, it was a good one. It's sort of he realised he had, I think too in the past, he realised in order for change to happen, people like him had to step up and do more, which is why he's become so much more he's preparing for a little bit of chaos. But he's definitely a very he's a protector. He feels part of his role is to protect. Hi, Judy Malley. We're looking at Adam Schiff now and his political future, and he knows he's a protector, an investigator. He's willing to step up and take on chaos. He's not afraid of that. And I also feel like he's gearing up for a fight. He is definitely a knight of two swords. There's a lot ahead. He's willing to be adventurous, and he's one of those people that are needed to forge things ahead, to get things moving. Come on, come with me, come with me. He's the sort of person who can do that and come with me. And it's not my way or the highway type come with me. It's come with me, follow me. He's a leader in that way, and he's willing to use his voice as well. He's a very good mix. And his political future, there's going to be opportunities for him. Could he be the Speaker of the House? Yes, I do feel like he could be. This could also be because the creativity in words and leadership, always ready to battle chaos, which I think you have to be as the Speaker of the House. 5 of Swords. Opportunity. He will take any opportunity to face down abuse of others in their roles, and he will combat it with the 5 of Swords. He had no time for this, and he takes the opportunity, but he's always aware that it cannot be the end justifies the mean. He's never been that sort of person. So when he gets opportunities, he thinks through it. Queen of Wands. She does represent the leader of the house, the Queen of Wands. So yes, I do feel that he could end up as Speaker of the House. Yeah, he's not bad. He's yeah, the world. He's gearing up. He's coming to end of one stage of his political life and heading towards another. Long dark night of the soul. At the moment, he feels that there's still answers. He's really. He's on the committee, is he, for 1-6? Because that's screaming 1-6 at me. Out in the cold. Wheel of Fortune. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, he is, at the moment, what's taking up his time at the moment is the 1-6. Determined to rout out those people who betrayed the country, especially if they're colleagues of his in the House of Representatives, bring about some change, and who were determined to bring about a change and reinstall the first night. So he's very much, his priority at the moment is that. Yeah. But I do feel that he could end up at Speaker of the House. Eventually he might even be president, but I think he's a good ways away from that yet. But I think the next step for him will be Speaker of the House. I'm going to just get up and stretch my legs for 30 seconds? Okay, because I've been here over an hour sitting down. So just give me a couple of seconds to go and stretch my legs. Okay. And yeah.
Waste time. So give me that. How's it going?
Finish this one.
All right. How's it going there? Oh,
Good. Can you clean out my beetles mug there?
yeah, sure. Yeah, back is always threatening shit. Oh, that's all right. Put the rubbish out today.
Well, we got it out in time. That's the main thing.
Oh, it's all right. What the hell's going on? Oh.
Hey, sweet. We're back. Bub's just come out to make me another coffee. I use Eunice Ruffin. It's really, I was telling him this morning how much it means that he makes me the coffees and stuff because, you know, it's
Coffee month.
It shows support and, you know, it's, yeah, and
Coffee month.
yeah.
All good. Dumping away that cream, babe.
You can if you like.
Are you doing that today? Not really.
Yes, I am. Yeah. No, wait, please. Just tell me how much.
Yeah, sure. Oh.
My wonderful hubby here created, and we only use it because he created an Excel program where we can put in all our foods and everything, and it tells us the kilojoules, the calories, protein, fats, and carbs, and everything in grams.
One click of a button.
And it worked for 18 months, 2 years on it, and it does help. And for us to use and all that. And it's a great program. And he uses every country, their Food and Drug Administration in your case, or I don't know what in our case, but they will have a food database where you can go in and you can look all these things up. So he got the Australian one, and yeah, and I helped him with the functions and all that. So we created it together, but it's good. And that way we can keep track of things. So, but he's diligent about using it, but I'm not. So anyway,
let's go.
Just saying how wonderful and smart you were. I mean, it's a genius thing you came up with. People have said to him, "Oh, why don't you, you know, try and market it and stuff?" And it's like, well, yeah, there's so much involved in that, and he's not quite comfortable with that. So,
what's that?
Your program. You know how many people have told you should market it and stuff?
Yeah, it's really made for scientists.
No, anyone can use it, Bub.
And, yeah, it's very usable, but people really want to be told what to eat.
Yeah. It's just getting it into a form like that is not something we can do. But anyway, you're right. A lot of people don't want to even have to enter in what they eat. They just want to have it presented to them.
They want somebody to come along and tell them what to eat. Not
everybody, but yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah,
a lot of the products out there, but this one just analyzes what you're eating. It doesn't tell you what to eat.
I added a little function that will tell you what percentage of your days intake, like the grams and all that, what percentage each thing is, like carbs, fat, protein, what percentage of your diet that makes up and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've got to fine tune that. 32.
Anyway.
Just a little bit younger than me.
Oh, 32 grams, was it?
Yeah, just a little bit younger than me.
My arteries will not thank you.
Eh?
My arteries will not thank you.
Yeah.
That yeah. But yeah, we use it. And oh, what did you put in the first one?
Hey, what?
In the first coffee?
I didn't realise you were weighing. Would have been 20 to 30, guys.
Jesus, come on.
Sorry, very unscientific.
25.
I didn't realise that you were weighing it.
Yeah, I am.
Watching your food. Right.
Yeah, so it's helpful, but yeah.
Okay, I'm out of here. I'll let you get on with this thing.
Oh, okay. Thank you for making the coffee, sweet.
Okay, you want another one later?
Oh, no, sweetie, no.
Okay.
But if Whitby starts whining because you're in that room, you're going to have to take care of him yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. He loves letting his dad know where he is and stuff. Hi, Michelle Mobile. Everyone says hello, including Michelle.
What's that, sweetie?
Everyone says hello. Michelle Mobile says, say hello to me. And there's loves and hugs from
Michelle.
Eunice. Eunice is sending loves and hugs. And Catherine Stubbs is saying, hi, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, where's
Hello to everyone.
Where are all these people from?
Oh, a lot of them from the US, yeah.
Or the US mostly?
Yeah, lots in the US and stuff.
Well, yeah, I hope this business isn't affecting where they are at.
Oh, unfortunately, it's all over the place.
It's everywhere, is it?
Yeah.
We're very fortunate.
Yeah, Whitby's been quiet this morning. He's getting a bit quieter. I think it's the weather's getting a bit warmer too. He's like coming up on.
He's up now.
When did we get him? 2009. So he's 12 years old now. So he's 12 human years old now. So he's getting a bit. So as it gets a bit warmer, I think he's like resting a bit more.
Getting a bit older.
Jaleisha, where's your coffee? Your coffee, Jaleisha, is in your kitchen. Yes, that is J Cat Lady. That is my sexy voice husband. From South Carolina, are you, Cat? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, what is next? Adam Schiff, we've just done his Weisselberg. What's happening with Weisselberg? What's going on with him? Jenny has 8 of coins. Details. I think he's flipping. He's trying to get a much lighter distance. Did I read on what caused the Facebook and Instagram outage today? Not yet, but it's on the list to have a look at. So, yeah, I will be. Hi, Hermit's Corner. How are you? Yeah, Renee Rogers. Not yet, but I will be reading on it. It's on the list. So details. I do think he's going to flip. Some people say he will never flip, but I think he has to. If he's got to give some information, you know. Oh, yeah. And his challenge at the moment is the money. And look, he's really, really anxious. This is on the bottom of it. He's really, really anxious. So his challenge at the moment, of course, is the money. How is that pretty? Or the unreported fringe benefits tax and things like that. This is his challenge. His advice to him, start talking, buddy. Start talking, communicating. Start communicating. Thoughts are about communications as well. Start talking, start telling what you know. This is the advice to him. Yeah, because Lamont, you've got no control over what happens to you next if you don't. Okay, this is the Fool. You've got no control over what happens to him next if he does not start talking. He is the bundle of acquired knowledge. He's got an almost pained look on his face. And, of course, the staff here can also talk about burdens. In the earlier, often later decks indicate the dog is a faithful companion, but in some of the earlier ones, in some of the early interpretations of the dog, it was the dog chasing him out of the kingdom, protecting things. So it's sort of like this dog here is not a faithful companion, as you can see. It is harking back to those earlier ones. It's ripping the tights of the Fool. Get out, get out. He's got justice nipping at his heels. This is justice nipping at his heels. He's got this burden of acquired knowledge. He's really, really, really got to, he's got no control over what happens if he doesn't start talking. I'm reading on Alan Weisselberg. Jaleesa, what's his outcome? The Empress. Pregnant with possibilities. The outcome, cushioning. But also, one thing I've noticed about a lot of the Empress cards is that thrones represent power. So the power of the law can come down on him. But a lot of the Empress cards, you'll see that the Empress, she's sitting on she's got a cushion on her throne. Cushioning effect of the power. So he can put a cushion of by talking. It can cushion the effects of the rule of law coming down on him, which of course is the emperor can stand for the rule of law. Sweetie, could you open the back door a little bit?
Yeah,
Are you okay now to do it? You
Yeah,
going to call
I
Dennis?
think pills kick. Oh,
Good.
God.
You don't have to open it very far, just enough to let
Yeah,
it
get
get
some air. Josh Frydenberg has been put into isolation.
He's our treasurer. He's the federal treasurer, Josh Eisenberg. James, you wouldn't have seen it, but he was there going, I wouldn't wish this illness on anyone. So let's hope that he recovers well and everything like that. But yeah,
I shouldn't. But he's an awful man.
Chris?
He's an awful man.
Well, just as long as you
I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bit more real for him. And he'll be a bit less callous.
Yeah, he has been a bit callous.
Yeah.
But anyway. Okay, so back to Weisselberg. Okay. No, I do feel in this instance it could be the Empress hasn't control, but in this case, I think if he talks, and he will talk, there'll be a bit of a cushion. He can lessen a sentence or things like less time in jail, things like that. So cushioning of the force of the law and order, the power of law and order. Yeah, the power of those in charge can be cushioned so he can like maybe not spend the rest of his life in jail. The Hermit, again, another high impact card. This is the third in this. Again, acquired knowledge over a long time, and the burden of that knowledge is and he's shining a light on it. So I do think he may flip to get some lesson time. There we go. You might hear his voice in the background. He's talking to his friend. He holds the phone away from him, but he feels he has to yell. So nothing I can do about it. Let me know if his voice becomes too loud. Now we've got the Seven of Cups. We're going to be caught trying to fudge things. Lies, deception, delusions. He's really is illusional if he thinks. And then we've got the World. End of one way of life, start of another. So there's this. They're not going to let him know straight up. You know, there's still going to be things that he wants to try and hide. Four of Coins. I'm going down the side here now with what's on his mind at the moment is what can he keep secret and what can he tell with the Four of Coins. Never noticed with this deck before that all the coins cards, there's something different on each coin. It's amazing. The deals he made with the the deals that have been made and commitments and his relationship with Trump. That's on his mind at the moment with the six, with the Lovers. Oh, this is reversed. Roy de Coup upside down. The King of Cups upside down. Oh, he's really scared of Trump's temper. Yep, Three of Epées. Trump's going to throw him under the bus, and he's worried about that. He's fearing Trump's temper if he betrays him. So, but I do think he's going to flip in the end. But he's still going to try and keep some things hidden, but it's not going to work. If he agrees to flip, he has to tell everything. So that's going to be brought home to him. This is how Trump hid things, what he did to hide things, with the taxes and everything like that. All of those little details. Yeah. Okay. The Supreme Court votes that D couldn't have a vote in Congress. What's that about? Sorry? Against DC getting a vote in. I'm still not. That would be statehood, and that's not up to the Supreme Court, isn't it? What does the rest of you think of DeSantis? Hi, Travels. That he's heading for a fall and that it'll be justified. This is the Tower and justice. Yeah, most of the rest of the US thinks that he's heading for a fall and it'll be justified. Basically. Oh, thank you. Mum always dressed me in red. I was red. My oldest sister was green and my second oldest sister was blue. The three of us. We would on occasion we'd get matching dresses, and the green for L, my oldest sister, blue for M, and red for me. They might have the same pattern or anything, but the colours varied. So yeah. Will tax changes go through? Yes, Biden's going to institute some tax changes to address the imbalance that's there at the moment. I didn't think there was. And the Empress, so that there's more for others. Yes, he's going to push some tax things through. As to when, don't know. But the imbalance of things at the moment is just too much. Let's have a look off the bottom. The Six of Batons, Victory, and La Luna. Things being hidden. Going to stop. Yeah. Yeah, and to redress the imbalance. Yeah. Have to go through that deck. Oh my goodness. That is, yeah, I mean, somebody might be a real douche, but and even members of their family might not be. I don't know much about his wife. So, but let's hope that well, no, I don't think it makes you a horrible person. Sympathy is a bit different from empathy, or, you know, it's a disease you would hope nobody ever has to get, and that you would hope that they're able to survive it. It's so you hope for the best. There's a difference between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy is not always a good thing, because it's like, can be surface. Just as with anyone who's fighting such a disease, let's hope she has the best outcome. Yeah. Yeah. I hope your best friend also was able to get treated elsewhere. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's the thing, is, you know, you're not glad she has it, but sometimes you think you see things as karma. Yeah. she deserves as much sympathy and empathy as anybody else who's undergoing the same situation. But yeah, sometimes you can't help but think, did this happen to her because of somebody else's actions and stuff? But yeah. Okay, what's next on the list? The strumpets. What's happening with the strumpets? Will any of them be indicted in October? Seven of Wands, determination, defense, standing in defense. I've got these lovely, beautiful cards, but some of them, there can be some doom there. So, and I said, will any of them be indicted in October? Well, determination to defend themselves. The World, their part, their past, the completion, the harmony, the world, fulfillment, their efforts to get what they want and to basically rule the world and get it how they want it is in the past, is going to impact their future. Okay, and future, 10 of Cups, fortune, peace, fulfillment, but there's also an element of the family had better be, yeah, okay, right. The 10 of Cups, so the family have better prepare themselves, basically, because they've got grief, heartbreak, and suffering ahead of them. This is the strumpets. Tiffany might have to end up defending some of her siblings. Four of Pentacles. Money, all about money being kept close and their security is at stake. 10 of Wands, they've got burden and responsibilities and they're going to be held responsible for a lot of things. 9 of Swords, anxiety, regret and hopelessness is in their outcome. And Page of Cups, oh, surprise, they're going to be surprised. They're not really emotionally, it's more like they're not really emotionally, and we're talking about Eric, Don Jr. and Ivanka here, and they're not really emotionally, they're not going to handle it well. What's on their mind at the moment? Page of Swords, restlessness, 6 of Cups, things from the past coming back, Queen of Cups, they're struggling to remain calm. And the Hierophant, the processes of the law, how they can get things to work for them. And they really, society, what is society going to think about them? It's society at the moment with the Hierophant here. And how are they going to show their faces and all? They don't care. 5 of Cups was on the bottom, losses, and the Tower was under the 5 of Cups. On the bottom. And what was under the Tower? Justice and the Emperor, the rule of law. Hi, Anna Moscato. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Just wow, just those cards coming out beautiful, but with not the best messages for them. They'd better prepare themselves for a bit of a emotionally tough time. Poor little fragile things. But honestly, they've got stunted emotional growth too with this Page of Cups. Those 3. They had any inklings of empathy and solidarity with others and all that, just basically indoctrinated out of them from a young age. And if you showed any empathy or any willingness to serve others that didn't serve you first, you were ridiculed, threatened. Oh, I have twin cousins and it's their birthday today, so I have to remember to put happy birthday to them. Wonderful, accomplished girls. Both women to be proud of. When will SCOTUS be fixed? And what's the outcome of Roe versus Wade? Roe versus Wade will stand, but it's going to be... I do think eventually it's going to be made into law. I mean, legislation. Okay. There'll be real legislation fixed around it. Will SCOTUS be fixed? There's transformation and change coming to SCOTUS. So that's, you might think that that's a no card with the death card, but it's not. It's transformation and change. A Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this change has been in progress for a while. The need for this change has become more and more apparent over the last few years. Oh, billionaire space race. Now that's an interesting one, Anna. I don't know if I'll have time to get to that today, but I'll have a look. Oh, and there were some questions the other day that somebody asked, and some really, really good questions. So, somebody asked some really good questions the other day, and I wrote them down and said I'd address them today, and I haven't yet. So, space race. And they were about SCOTUS as well. Where are they? They were written down. Is this it? Is this the piece of paper that they were written on? Some really, really good questions. Where are we? There were some really good questions asked. I'll try and remember them because they were really good, and they were about SCOTUS, term limits, age limits. Yeah, we'll look at those. Seven of Pentacles. Yes, because of things that have been happening in the past with SCOTUS, with the dodginess that's gone on with some of the things with appointing them and approvals and stuff. Yeah, well, hopefully he'll be okay. Good on him. So there's definitely review coming up, and there's definitely going to be consequences of that. There's definitely going to have to be persistence and diligence is going to be a big part in the near future of the Supreme Court, because it needs to be some healing and some restoration of fairness to the Supreme Court with the Six of Cups. What is the outcomes here? Strength. It's going to be stronger as a result. Abandonment, suspension, the Hangman. There might be some people leaving with the abandonment and the sacrificing their positions, or their positions being sacrificed. Queen of Pentacles, practicality. The money, there's going to be, something about the money within the Supreme Court. Five of Swords, the conflict, disagreement, ambition. There's going to be a shake-up. There's going to be a shake-up, but it's going to come through stronger. What's happening at the moment with the Supreme Court? Opportunity, abundance, and luck. People are looking at it as a way to easy street for the rest of their lives. King of Pentacles, the leadership is being looked at. Prosperity, abundance. I do feel that someone's looking at the money in the Supreme Court at the moment. Ace of Swords, a breakthrough. There's going to be some stuff coming out. And the Chariot, discipline, momentum. It's seen at the moment as being a bit out of control, and it's going to be, the discipline's going to be brought back to it, I think. It's a bit out of control at the moment. It's being seen as that. So, yeah, definitely. It's going to be fixed in the end. King of Wands, challenge, authority. Now, the other day, Judy Malley, I think it was, or J Cat Lady, one of you asked some really good questions. Firstly, are they going to introduce mandatory retirement age for the courts and for the Senate and Congress? So we're going to look at all three of them. So, the original one or the which is the he'll be okay, I think. Will they introduce mandatory retirement ages for, we'll go for the SCOTUS first. No more life appointments. Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Five of Swords. Yeah, I think they will, because it's because of the abuse that it's been open to. They know that they're for life, so they can make some, you know, J Cat Lady, you've got a kitty at the vet too, Dot. Oh, J Cat Lady. Love to your kitty, Dot. The Supreme Court. It's being, there's going to be review. Knight of Cups, because the, yeah. Yeah, I do think they're going to be, because of the with them with lifetime appointments, it's too restrictive. It makes keeping a balanced court a lot harder. I do feel they'll come in eventually, but it's going to be a bit of battle to do it. Oh. It is. It's terrible, isn't it? When you think there's something wrong with your fur babies. Yeah, look, I do feel it'll happen eventually, but it's still a ways away. It's going to be a bit of a battle. Because at the moment, it just means the court is too restrictive. You either have to add a whole heap of extra justices or... Oh, the poor baby travels. I hope you found who did it and kicked them up the butt. No more than that, but good kick up the butt. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a battle, but I do think they will eventually be introduced. Because it just makes keeping a fair and balanced court too. It restricts that ability to do it, and it means that there's not having age limits, and it opens it up to being in a place to abuse your power. And it's definitely coming to a crossroads in the court at the moment, and it's something that is going to be brought in eventually. I'm thinking somewhere between 70 and 80, maybe 75 might be, because you don't want to have years and years of experience thrown out. I think it might be 75, and maybe after 65, they might have to have a medical every couple of years or something. But yeah. So I'm thinking somewhere between 70 and 80, looking around maybe 75, but it's still quite a ways away. And even then, I think after they pass a certain age, it could be 70. After they pass the age of 70, they might have to have physicals every year or something. How about the Senate? Okay. Yeah, the Senate and the House of Reps, both of them have people in them who are way too old. Let's see. Will there be age limits in the Senate? Four of Cups. Well, they're not going to want it, but it's going to be put in there. Knight of Cups. Accept this. 10 of Swords. Going to bring about an end to some very nasty people. Seven of Pentacles again, that's there. 8 of Cups, walking away, having to walk away. Ace of Swords. That's a yes too, Four of Cups. They're not going to like it, but they're going to be introduced there too. And it's going to be as a consequence of something. Two of Cups and strength. And it is going to strengthen the Senate as well. Putting in age limits is for enforced retirement age is going to strengthen these institutions, because it's especially in the Senate where you can just abuse your position there for years and years and years. And the House of Reps, and I'm treating them all separately, and then I'm going to put in the Senate and the House of Reps term limits. How many terms can they serve? Nine of Swords, anxiety for the House of Reps. Ten of Swords, bringing an end to all that long-term Page of Wands, new blood, new people. Six of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Opening up new opportunities for people. Six of Swords, King of Pentacles. I think I'll end up in the House of Reps too. I think all three are going to have to end up with age limits. Retirement age. We've got the Moon here. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the King of Pentacles. Got the Lovers, new commitment, deals, long-term deals with people. And it's gonna, deals and commitments. The Moon, lies, deceptions, the Devil. Yeah, there's definitely a need for it in the house as well. Five of Pentacles, out in the cold. Yeah, I do feel that they might be doing it in the house as well. And retirement. Yeah, Four of Pentacles was under that. Yeah, you have to go. Here's all the leaving cards as well. Yeah. Now, the other question I was asked is, are they going to introduce term limits? I got yes with the Senate. And what went through my mind was 2 consecutive terms. That's 12 years. Linda B, will they lower the Medicare age? It's now at 65. No, I don't think so. No, I do feel it's going to stay where it is. So, will they introduce term limits to the Senate? Yeah, I'm getting, yes, 2 terms. That's 12 years. That's 12 years. That's enough time. 2 consecutive terms. And then you might be able to serve a 3rd term, but there has to be at least a 1-term break in between it. But yeah, I think there might be 3 terms for the Senate, but only 2 of them can be consecutive. So the 3rd one, there has to be a break. So, but no matter what the break, it's 3. Ten of Pentacles, because the legacy of, yeah, and people being able to cheat and manipulate and manifest things. Page of Pentacles, disruption. It disrupts long-term. It's a disruption that needs to happen. It breaks that long-term dominance of one person in a seat. And also 5 of Pentacles, those deals. Out in the cold. And it would make it harder for them to manipulate people if they're yeah, I think they might put 3 terms on it. That's 18 years in the Senate, 3 terms. And if they make it that you cannot have them consecutively, only 2 can be consecutive. Will it ever come out that Turtle cheated to win his seat? Yeah, because how can a man with 14% approval rating win his seat? 47 years, yeah. Died at 100, yeah. That's not going to be the case. They won't be able to do more than 2 consecutively, and they'll be limited to 3 terms, I think. 8 of Swords, suppression. 4 of Swords, retirement. Imbalance. I think it might, yeah. 8 of Pentacles, details. 9 of Cups, how he got his seat. Ace of Wands, truth coming out. Yeah, I think it will. Okay, now, House of Representatives. Now, they're 2 years at a time. Term limits. I think they're going to introduce that too. The Devil, 3 of Pentacles. The Devil appeared with the Senate question too. And I feel this applies. It'll make it harder for people to make deals and dark money deals with donors to try and get, and the lobbyist. 9 of Pentacles. I do feel there's going to be some term limits there too. Again, I feel it's going to be, yeah, people getting away with too much. Yeah, they're going to have to take, it's going to take away some control. The Sun, Illumination, 9 of Swords. Some people are not going to like it. 5 of Cups. Some people are going to feel the loss, in the Emperor, but make for steady, better leadership. I think they're going to be I'm getting 10 terms. That's 20 years. But again, I'm getting that only so many of them can be consecutive. Before there has to be a break. Maybe 3 consecutive terms and stuff. Then you've got to have a break of at least 2 before you try again and stuff like that. Or maybe 4. Yeah. So I do feel they're going to have term limits in the house as well. Somebody was saying that you can do a course in civics, and that will they ever introduce it so that if you decide to run for public office at state or federal, either for the House of Reps or for the Senate, that you have to do this course in civics and you have to show that you've done it. I think that would be a fantastic idea. Lobbyists will have to work harder, yes, and that's one of the things to cut down on them. Yeah, I do think they will eventually. When? I don't know. I think it could be, I don't think it'll be this term or next term. I think it'll be probably maybe after 2028. It's still quite a few years away. What's next? Merrick Garland. Somebody wanted to know about him. Is he going to set things rolling in? Yeah, I think they should have to do at least a 12-month course at their own expense. Or on a scholarship. Most of them would have the money to do it. It shouldn't be hugely expensive so that it's out of the pockets, you know. Merrick Garland, is there going to be some action from the DOJ in October? 7 of Cups. He's keeping things under his hat. Notice how all the cups are overturned so you can't see what's under them. I do feel that his replacement, when he leaves, on his own terms, by the way, will be a woman, probably one of his deputies. So, yeah. Yes, but unfortunately, Catherine Stubbs, having those positions open to such long-term occupation, it can become a position of abuse, and they have to cut down on that. And it can be open to oh, we've got long-term plans while you're here. So long-term relationships with lobby groups and different things like that can affect the long-term of the country. And that's, yeah. Yeah, I know. But these are, that doesn't mean they have to retire from things altogether. They can be consultants and things like that, and they can share their experience with other members. But it's, yeah, thank you, Sherby D. Skirto. Thank you. It's a hard thing, but you can't tell me that someone like Mitch McConnell has not abused the position and held the country to hostage for years and years. That sort of thing has to be avoided. So, yeah. 8 of Wands. Things have been happening very quickly behind the scenes. 9 of Wands. Preparing for battle, getting everything lined up, setting the lines with this fence, you know. I do feel there's going to be some actions out of the DOJ. Yes, the Emperor, the rule of law at the base of this, the rule of law, stern authority doing the job. This is interesting that the throne here that this guy is sitting on is a globe, a stone globe. And it means that the responsibility of a leader, of an emperor, of a leader is not just, I'm not just responsible for this part of society or that part or this part of it. It can't be selective. When you take on the role of the leader, it's global, as in not global as in worldwide, but global as in it encompasses everything in that society. You can't be just pick and choose. So, yeah. And that's why the rule of law is so important. The wheel, there's going to be, some coming to the end of one stage or something and getting ready to gear up for another. This is October. We're looking at judgments. Things are going to be coming out in the open in judgments with indictments. People are going to go, wow. 5 of Cups. There's going to be some loss and heartache involved for some people. 8 of Cups. There's going to be some forced retirements too. Something to do with loss and heartache. I'm talking about the DOJ in general, not Merrick Garland in particular. Merrick Garland's October in for him. 7 of Wands. He's setting lines there. 6 of Cups. Something from the past coming back. 2 of Swords. He might be making a personal decision during October to do with his family. So, yeah. So he's got some issues to deal with family. But in terms of the DOJ doing the job, yes, definitely. And there's going to be some people who will be suffering losses and forced to walk away because of what's coming out of the DOJ. Will there be indictments? Let's have a look. Illumination, stuff's going to come out. 5 of Pentacles, some people are going to be out in the cold. The Star, setting up some hope. And the processes of the courts, yep. And this is success at the end of a long, burdensome journey. So getting evidence and all that. Yes, I do think October is going to start showing some results of the work that Merrick Garland and the DOJ have been doing. Remember, everyone says DOJ when they're talking about Merrick Garland. You know, he's the eternal Attorney General, but he has a whole thing under him a whole department that he's had to clear out. And then investigations happening. And, yeah, so there's going to be, a lot coming out with the DOJ for October. Hi, Teresa Balthasar. I don't know if I said hello to you anytime. Yeah. Yes, it's hard. And I do think that there might be a bit of could be a family thing that he might have to deal with for a while. So, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Was there anything behind that? Were they hacked? Were they hacked? Is WhatsApp owned by Facebook as well? Does anyone know? I know Instagram is, but what about WhatsApp? Were they hacked? Let's have a look. Yeah. I don't think we have term limits over here either. I think sometimes that might be a good idea, but our system works a lot differently to yours too. So, yeah. There shouldn't be a need to institute things like term limits or age. I do think term limits should be something that needs to be instituted, even over here, you know. Yeah, were they hacked? Have they been hacked? Does anyone know if it's WhatsApp? Is it under Zuckerberg and Facebook and all that? Were they hacked? Page of Pentacles. It was definitely an attempt at disruption. This is this way, but I feel it should be this way. So an attempt at disruption. Oh, the devil. Someone's pulling strings and having games with them. Yes, definite proper manipulation. Four of Wands. A lot of people are going, yeah. A bit of celebration. They're really happy about the outcome of. I do feel it was a deliberate hack. Yeah, it's under Facebook. Yeah. I think they were hacked. Yeah, communications. At the base of this is communications. Page of Pentacles above it. Disruption, communications. Were they hacked? Oh, yeah. It's going to be found that they were hacked. Three of Wands. They will find out who did it. They will find, they'll find out. And they will, I mean, they will be facing some justice, yeah. The Ace of Swords, yeah, and the truth will come out about it. They'll be found. They will face consequences. Seven of Wands. It's like enough is enough. We're standing our ground. We're going to, they feel justified in what they did, but really, there might even have been some payment involved. Maybe a bit of manipulation. We've got death and rebirth here. There needs to be a change, like they're saying. There needs to be a change. Cybersecurity. it's Facebook is. I wish there was another way to keep in widespread contact with other people in their daily lives. I mean, calling and letters and all that. I'd love to be able to go back to all of that stuff, but Facebook makes it easier, so it's good in that way. But then there's so much bad with Facebook as well. So yeah. Yeah, I think they were hacked, and the people will be found. Ivanka, I'll look very quickly at that. Ivanka and Jared. Yeah, I've got family all over the place, but yeah, if I get something that I don't like, I block it and stuff. If I see something that I think is toxic, I block it or close it down and stuff and say don't show this anymore and stuff like that. Hi, Michelle Peterson. Okay. Oh, Ace of Swords. There's something going to be coming out about them. Knight of Wands. Talking, investigation. Judgment. Page of Swords. Disappointment is at the base of this. It's like wake up and smell the roses about each other. There's some stuff that's going to come out about one or both of them. Investigations, about past investigations. Judgment. Page of Swords. Temperance, will they work it out? Strength. They're actually I don't think they're going to get divorced, because I think they really, really are very devoted to each other. So, and they'll see each other through. But yeah, that's on the personal. So if it comes on legal or trouble like that, yeah, I can look at them. On the personal, well, I just see them. I've always seen a very strong couple, actually, much stronger than people think. So, cinema. I looked at cinema, didn't I? I'll do a quick have a look here. No, they've got a strong marriage within themselves, and their children bring them together very strongly as well. They're much stronger and more than people think. Cinema, Six of Swords. She does have a very rough passage ahead of her. She's going to be losing some control. Or she made some foolish decisions. She's get ready to be embattled, Kristen. Ms. Cinema. The Hermit. You've got to be really, really cautious about what you do. Otherwise, she's going to end up a tale of caution if she's not careful. Temperance here. She's got to realise that. Four of Wands. Dirty money. Celebration. Something about her donors. I think something's going to come out about donors. Temperance. Yeah. Well, the vote of no confidence is not good for her. She's in a, yeah. If she switches over to Republican, it'll just be because she can get money out of them. But if she resigns, would this be a special election if she resigns? It varies from state to state, doesn't it? Okay, Australia. Will there be a government change? And yeah, I just shut down a lot of ads immediately. I hit the cross button or go, no, I don't want to see this. It's irrelevant, you know. No, so Australian government, will there be a change in 2022? Oh yes, they're in for yes, there will be a change, and quite a big change. Two of Wands, the Tower, Queen of Swords. Got to answer to the Australian people. Strategies. King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. New compassionate leadership. Page of Cups. Pigs are going to fly. Flying pigs. It's going to be a real surprise. Could be the number of seats they lose. Could be a real surprise. Yeah, the wheel. There's changes in the air. Yeah, Labor's. There'll be some stuff coming out, and Labor's going to be feeling. Liberals going to be feeling really insecure. Now, has all this business with the New South Wales, because Gladys resigned, and then the Deputy Premier, who was the head of the National Party in New South Wales, resigned. He said it was basically because he felt it was a good time, not because of any scandal or anything. And he had been talking about running for federal politics, and the Minister of Transport resigned as well. But he had been talking about it for months, so he could run for federal politics. So, yeah, will this upheaval in the New South Wales Liberal Party, will it affect the federal Liberal Party's chances in the election? Three of Wands, yes, it's going to have consequences. Four of Cups. Yeah, people are just sick and tired of it. Two of Swords. It's a real crossroads moment, and people are sick and tired of everything. Apathy. I think there might be a lot of votes for smaller. We've had all sorts of tiny parties come in, and I think that might be things. Yeah, it's heralding a change. Magician, yes. And Justice, yeah. Definitely it's going to have an impact. Yeah, the governor will appoint someone else. Yeah. So you want her to stay where she is. You don't want to get rid of her. When's she up for re-election? When the cinema up for re-election, I think it's 24, isn't it? Is the governor of Arizona up for re-election next year? Because the Secretary of State is a Democrat. Somebody asked about the billionaire space race. I'm going to wrap it up after this, okay? Yes, and yes, is Cinema up for re-election next year? Or the governor? Yeah. Hi, Harley girl. I didn't see that. The Facebook whistleblower on 60 Minutes. Wow, there was a Facebook whistleblower on 60 Minutes. All right, I'll have a quick look at that. What is the impact of that whistleblower going on 60 Minutes? What will be the impact? Of that. Let's have a look. The governor's up for re-election. Okay. Might have a look at that after. Yeah, what impact does the Facebook whistleblower have? What impact is that going to have on Facebook company? Justice. Wow. I'm seeing justice. What else? Two of Rods. Dominion, the company's dominion. How's it affecting the company's dominion? Four of Swords, retirement. Resignation, retirement into the background. Ace of Swords. He told the person told the truth. I don't know whether it was a man or a woman. They told the truth. I get investigations. There's going to be some real conflict happening with the. So we've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Five of Rods here. Some conflict. Why? Nine of Rods. And yeah, Facebook's going to be embattled after this. It's internal conflict and a feeling of embattlement. Four of Rods. Some celebration. Four of Pentacles. Things kept secret. Definitely trying to get into safer waters. It's going to have an impact on Facebook. But I mean, it's not a public company, is it? Lost a big in the stock market today. Okay, so it is a public company. I can never remember. Yeah, it's a public company. He still owns a lot of the stock, but yes, it definitely affecting it, the share value and everything. Yeah. But doesn't he still own 51%? Someone said, yes. Well, that's looking at this. Someone's dominion is under threat. Forced retirement. Is that Zuckerberg? Three of Pentacles. Group working together. I'm not sure what was said in the interview, but I do feel it's going to have a big impact. Yeah, outside of the. And that attack today is not going to help. Confidence in the company. Yeah, this more stuff is going to come to light. More stuff is going to come to light as a result of this whistleblower talking. It might even bring more out of the big, and these are big impact cards. It's definitely going to lead to financial losses for Facebook. Yeah, it's not not a happy story. All changes that they cannot avoid, and a long dark night of the soul. On the bottom there. He hasn't lost so much money. He's hidden some money. I think that's what this is about. But there are definitely people who are crowing and celebrating this. So, now, the governor of Arizona. Is Arizona going to have a Democratic governor next year? Well, Arizona go blue. King of Cups. That's an indication that it could be Democratic. Yeah, victory. I asked, will Arizona go blue? And yes, 6 got King of Cups, the representing Biden's party. The Chariot, victory, forward movement. 6 of Rods, victory. The Sun, illumination, a new start, fresh starts, confidence. Knight of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. That's a yes, an offer. This could be victory over Trump's party as well, because that's on top of the Chariot. Ace of Cups, new fresh start. The Devil, victory over Trump's party. The Devil, yep. Victory, details, Pentacles, manifestation of what's needed. Yeah, I think that Arizona could go blue next year. Thank you. Thank you for that lovely compliment, Jaleesa. I do appreciate it. Good night, Bonnie Russell. I hope your little baby kitty gets well. Oh, Zuckerberg only owns 28.2% of Facebook. I thought he was at 51. Oh, yeah. Is Zuckerberg going to get kicked out? Oh, Tower coming for him. 4 of Swords says that retirement again. 9 of Cups, that's a yes. Knight of Cups. Wasn't what it seemed. The Star needs a fresh start for the company. Yeah, if he retires, it's going to bring a new fresh start, new hope, a new direction to the company. The Lovers, new deals, new relationships. 8 of Rods, it's going to happen quickly. They're going to a Tower moment. They're going to make an offer. You've got to go on your own, or we'll kick you out. 8 of Rods, it's going to happen pretty quickly. He could end up with some of his money's just frozen. Is something going to come out? I think the Empress, abundance, deals. Oh, is he going to lose everything? Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. Things kept hidden. 2 of Pentacles, manipulation of money. 3 of Rods, there's going to be some consequences of that. Oh, I think that lad's in a bit of trouble. If he's done wrong, he'll come out. And that cyber attack was deliberate. I think it was done to highlight something, definitely, as well as just to tear him a new one. Yeah. Oh, the billionaire space race. I've flight out of space. Billionaire space race. How is that going to, what's going to be happening with that? I'm getting something at screeching halt at some stage, for a while at least. I mean, they have to share some of their technology with the government. That's part of the deal. All three companies. But what's going to happen? It's a billionaire space race. The government is happy for it to happen because it means a lot of research they don't have to do. But in order to allow certain things to happen, the results of that research and all that has to be available to the government. So, billionaire space race, what's its future? Universe. Well, yeah, it's opening up a whole new world of space exploration. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. Hi, Fern Robin Blank. 10 of Cups. A cup runneth over, family and friends. I mean, they don't do it out of the goodness of their heart either. There's a lot to be made out of it. Ace of Swords. There's some stuff going to be coming out about it in the near future. Why is this a challenge? Why is the 10 of Cups a challenge? A lot of human liabilities, yeah. 9 of Cups, greedy merchants. Yeah, I think that 6 of Cups. Harking back to an earlier time. Hermit, light being shone on things wanted to be kept. Oh, I think the challenge is keeping a lot of this information out of certain hands. Will there ever be an age limit for the presidency? That is a very good question, Deborah O'Neill. I'll have a look at that in a few minutes. At the base of this is deals done with the government and stuff. Yeah. The Emperor, son of the morning. Stability, leadership. They're taking a lot of the reins of the space race and being leaders in that. And it's not a bad thing, but they have to stop at some time and really evaluate what's going on. And there's going to be a need for an evaluation. Temperance, a balance. There's going to have to be, it's going to be a balance in the future between government and private. Princess of Swords. There's going to be some aspects of it that are disappointing. Is there going to be a screeching to a halt at the moment? Knight of Pentacles. It's slow moving. It's the Star. Hope for humanity. King of Pentacles. there's some people who will do things to make. Overall, it's going to be a good thing, but of course, there's always people who want to make money out of things, and these guys don't go into it to be purely altruistic. Some do. Richard Branson has a very big altruistic streak, but that doesn't mean he's not aware of how much the technology and the information and everything is worth, and what the market share is. You know, of the three, I'd say Richard Branson is probably the most altruistic. And then Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a strange, but yeah. Except for going grayer, Richard Branson looks exactly like he did in the early 70s. Hasn't tried to change himself much. He's a big out there person. He's always been a big personality and all that. Elon Musk looks so different now from when he was young. He's changed his image and all that. Branson's never, he is what he is, but you know, that doesn't mean these guys are not aware of what it can do. Okay, will there be age limits put on the presidency? Ten of Swords, Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. They're definitely going to be reviewing some. Again, it's something that's not in the near future. I think they will in the future, but there's Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is one of the changes that is going to have to take place. But love is the deal. The Ace of Cups, the Empress, caring, health. Yeah, I think there might be increased physicals after a certain age. Ten of Wands. It might eventually, I think, because of maybe some losses of people in office, but I do think that it's going to be quite a while ago. Oh, Fern Robin Blank. I actually did age limits on the House and the Senate and SCOTUS and term limits a little bit earlier. Hi, Sharon Sipe. So if you go back and watch, you'll see where I did those. So I did them a little bit earlier in today's broadcast. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, guys, what I think I might do is I might sign off now, and I'll be back again on Thursday. So we'll have a look then. We'll see what happens, unless there's something big happening. Interesting. I'll do a reading on the energy in America on Thursday when I come, which will be Wednesday morning, your time. So I'll do a reading for the next 24 hours for the energy in America, because when I did that reading the other day for the next 7 days, Thursday really stood out for not just America in general with the tower, but for Biden and Harris dealing with it. So that might be interesting to look at. Yeah, so thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you want a reading, you can email me. If you want some lessons, you can email me. I have a 6-lesson course that I've started. I can do them individually, or I can do them as part of a small group if you want. Yeah, so you can email me for more information on those, and if you want a reading. Anyway, for today, I am going to sign off and stay safe, stay safe, stay loving, stay healthy, and stay strong. And I will talk to you all in a couple of days. Bye-bye, my darlings.